stretch across the upper back. And then you can just take a couple of little twists. So lengthening through your spine, looking over your shoulder, and then going the other way. Let's just take a little out breath as you turn. And again, a little out breath to turn. Really again, lengthening through the neck. And then when we get back to the middle, hands around the front of your knees, and just give a little stretch across the upper back. And then come back on up, push into your fingertips, offer the chest up, lifting your chin up. And then again, coming on down, taking the hands around the front of your knees, and just give a little stretch back. And then drawing back on up, and again a little push up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up the front body. And then coming all the way back down. And let's just let the hands face up towards the ceiling, relaxing your shoulders. And just shutting your eyes. And take a nice long deep breath in through your nose. And slowly breathing out through your nose. Taking a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. And let's take a long deep breath in. And gently nodding your chin. And holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Taking a long deep breath in and drawing down with your chin and holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up again, and breathing all the way back out. And then take a long deep breath in. And now breathing all the way back out and going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lower down your chin and holding your breath out. Raising with your chin back up, taking a deep breath in. And then one more time, breathing all the way back out, going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lower down your chin and holding your breath out. Raise the chin back up, deep breath in, and breathing out. And now if we can take a deep breath in, raising your arms lovely and high. As you breathe out, let's take a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in to come back. Again, breathing out, little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in to come back. Then breathing out, let's lower down your hands into the floor. Gently draw yourself back over onto your knees and sit back upon your heels. And taking your gaze up between your hands, and let's take a breath in as you draw your body to pull up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. As you breathe out, let's draw up into a cat stretch, pulling up through your shoulders and your back. Breathing in to take the head and tailbone away. Breathing out to sit back upon your heels. Breathing in as you draw the body to pull up and along the ground, lifting the chin up. And breathing out as you round up through your spine and pulling up through your belly. Breathing in, head and tailbone away. Breathing out to sit all the way back. Breathing in, let's draw the body up and along the ground. And now this time, breathe out, curl the toes, send the hips back and draw your head down. Breathing in as we draw forwards to a high plank. And breathing out, bending the knees and sitting all the way back. Breathing in as we draw the body to pull up and along the ground, lifting the chin. And breathing out as curl the toes, send the hips back and draw your head down. Breathing in, drawing forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting on back. Breathing in to pull the body up and along the ground, lifting the chin. Breathing out to curl with your toes and sending your hips back. Breathing in forwards to a strong high plank. Breathing out to bend your knees and sit on back. Couple more times. Breathing in, drawing the body up and through. And then breathing out to curl the toes and send the hips back and away. Breathing in forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting back. And one more time, breathing in, drawing the body up and through. And as you breathe out this time, remaining in the downward dog. And now treading it just a little from one foot to the other. Working your hips a little from side to side. And just taking some deep breaths in through your nose. And out through your nose. And now let's just leave the heels back. Walk your hands all the way back in towards your feet. And just taking a hold of your elbows, dropping your forehead down. And take a few deep sighs. Just deep breath in. And as you sigh out, just letting go of your hamstrings. Again, deep breath in, and sigh, releasing your back. One more time, deep breath in. As you sigh out, releasing your arms and bending your knees a little. As you unroll, deep breath in, coming all the way up to the top. As you breathe out, clasping your fingers and coming over into a side body bend. Breathing in to draw up. Again, breathing out, working over into a side body bend. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, letting your arms all the way back down. And stepping on up to the top of your mat here. Hands in at your heart. Let's take a deep breath in as you raise both arms. Breathing out as we dive the body on forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back, releasing your knee to the ground and lifting your chin up. Breathing out, let's step back and hold into a high plank. Breathing in, lower down to your knees, your belly and your chest. Breathing out as we press the body up and away from the ground. And breathing in as you lower back down. Breathing out as we push away from the floor to plank and back off into a downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping through, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, left leg, stepping through and take a deep fold. Breathing in as we roll through your spine. And breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing and raising your arms. Breathing out, open the chest and take a big dive on forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back. Release your knee and lifting your chin up. Breathing out as we step back and hold into a high plank. Breathing in, lower to your knees, your belly and your chest. Breathing out, gently press away from the earth, upward facing dog. Breathing in as you out as you push off the ground to plank and back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg stepping through. Lift the chin, releasing the toes. And breathing out, right leg stepping up and taking a fold. And as you breathe in, as I roll through your spine, and breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back. I'm just going to keep the knee up off the ground. Push into the right hand and turning and looking up towards the left. So give a good stretch into the back leg. Really ease out into that half twist through your body. And then releasing your hand back down. Slide your left leg back also. And then let's just come on down to your forearms and hold out into a 10 breath plank here. Spreading out your fingers, looking slightly beyond your fingers, and nice deep breath in through your nose here, and then breathing out through your mouth and getting into that core connection. Deep breath in, out 2. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth 3. In, out 4. In, out 5. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. And in, out 10 for me. Lower your body all the way back on down there. Okay, now let's just reach forwards with your left hand. Reach around with your right. We're just going to come into half bow. So gently tilt the pelvis forward, squeeze the backside tight. Now if you feel good to, raise also your left hand and your left leg. Coming into a little quad stretch. And then gently release back down. Swapping it over. Reach up with your right hand, take a hold of your left leg. Tilt the pelvis forwards a little, squeeze the backside. Lifting up also, if you can, with your right leg and your right hand, hovering. And then releasing it back down. Hands beneath your shoulders, pressing the body away into up dog. Elbows in, shoulders down, lifting the chin. And then releasing the body all the way back on down. Curl the toes, engage your core, breathing in as you push up to plank, breathing out into downward facing dog, and just send the hips away, lengthening through your lower back muscles here. Now looking forwards, breathing in, step through with your right foot, releasing your left knee and lifting your chin. Breathing out as you lightly step up with your left leg and folding. Breathing in to unroll through your spine. Breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body on forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back. Push down into left hand and then turning out to the right. Again, nice good stretch back into the back half. Looking on up towards your thumb. Okay, take some deep breaths here. In through your nose. Out through your nose. And then hand coming down to the outside. And then step the feet together behind you. But then just coming on down to your knees. Okay, so I've got 1 kilo weights here. And I'm just going to place them in front. So I'm going to work into the glutes. And today, I'm going to be working into an extension of the leg going away. Tuck it in, extend, and then we change legs. So our option here will be to take an arm, the opposite arm to opposite leg, and to reach forwards and then draw beneath, okay? Now you can do this without your weights, alright? So don't feel that you have to use your weights. but see how you feel. If you'd like to add it in, please do. Alright, so taking a deep breath in, and as we draw in the knee, breathing in, breathing out to extend and reach the arm in front. And breathing in, draw the knee in, breathing out, extend, and then place the hand down and the weight down, and we change sides. So breathing in and breathing out to extend the other arm, the other leg, breathing in to draw under. Breathing out to extend and breathing in, hands and knee to the floor, and we change. Breathing out to reach, breathing in to draw under. Breathing out to reach, breathing in, hands and knee to the floor, and change. Breathing out to reach, breathing in to draw under. Breathing out to extend, breathe in, hands and knee to the floor. Breathing out to reach, breathing in to draw beneath. Breathing out to extend, breathe in, hands and knee to the floor. Breathing out to reach, breathing in, draw beneath. Breathing out to extend, breathe in, hands and knee to the floor. Breathing out to extend, breathing in, draw beneath. Breathing out to reach, breathe in, hands and knee to the floor. One more set. Breathing out to reach, breathing in to draw under, breathing out to extend, and breathing in, hands and knee to the floor. Okay, and just coming down upon your belly. And if we take the feet just a little bit wider, and just bring your right arm across the front edge of your mat. Left fingertips down to the floor. Breathing in to raise your upper body. And as you breathe out, let's glance over the left shoulder. And then gently come all the way back round, swapping sides. Fingertips down to the floor, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, glancing over your shoulder. And then bring your body all the way back round, hands beneath your shoulders. Gently offer the body up and away from the ground, lifting the chin. And then slowly lower your body back down. So narrowing the legs, curling the toes, breathing in, push away from the ground to plank, and breathing out again. Enjoy that downward dog. Sending your hips away, your head down through your arms. Breathing in, stepping through with your left leg, releasing your right knee and lifting your chin. Breathing out to lightly step up with your right, unfolding. Breathing in to unroll through your spine. Breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, nice big dive on forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back. Placing your heel flat down and upon the floor. And as you brace your front knee, let's come on up, opening the body back into warrior, preparation of warrior one. So flex open the shoulders a little here, breathing in, turning your palms, and breathing out, raising your arms. Either look between your hands or looking all the way up towards your thumbs. Hips and ribs facing the short end of your mat here. Nice long deep breath. And then let's open gently into warrior two. Drawing the back hip open a little, relax your shoulders. Come a little lower through the legs, opening up the front knee. Breathe again, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose, being conscious of the back arm, being level with the front. And now on your next out breath, let's come to reverse. Straighten the front leg, dig the heel in and draw your toes back, bringing your arm to reach up and over. And then gently flatten your foot, bend your knee, clasp your fingers back behind you and coming into humble warrior. Just drawing your shoulder up on the inside, looking all the way back towards your back foot. Okay, let's just place down both of your hands to the inside of your foot. Turn your back knee and lowering it down and upon the floor. Now we can turn open the front foot, coming into the lizard lunge. Just bending a little at the elbow. Feel the work coming up into the inner thigh, all the way around the hip. Now you can either stay with your foot flat on the floor, or you could slide your right hand beneath, work your right foot across a little, place it on its edge, and then lower over the big toe, so you're easing a little bit deeper. And then drawing your body back on up, walking your foot back out again, and then coming back up with your upper body. So raising your arms, and again you can have your palms separate and look up between them, or you can keep your palms together. We can take the head back a little if you'd like to. And then gently coming out of your crescent moon, bring your hands back down, move back upon that back knee, dig the heel in and draw your toes back. So now just dropping back your shoulders a little, pressing out from the center of your chest, easing out into that calf and hamstring stretch. And we'll just give a little bit more interest to the ankle and the foot. So if you just stretch your toes down and towards the floor, and then draw all the way back. And again, stretching your toes down in towards the floor, and then drawing back. One more time, stretching it away, and drawing it back. Okay, and just rounding up through your back a little, popping your knees beneath you. Okay, now the next exercise, I'm going to bring us slightly over onto our sides. Alright, so once you've seen what we're going to do, if you need to, maybe you turn your body the other way, so you're lengthways, so you're on your mat. I will be using one weight, okay, so bringing that in. So, coming down onto my side, I'm going to keep my elbow to the floor, and I'm going to rise up onto the side of my knee, so that my hips are off the ground. My other leg is extended out and away. With the hand weight, if you want to, the arm is going straight up. And as I lift the leg up, I'm going to draw my arm down. So as I lift, breathing out, breathing into low. And if it feels a bit too intense, lower your hips down upon the ground. But I have my bottom knee bent slightly, so I'm balancing kind of on the side of the knee a little bit. Shouldn't feel too uncomfortable. And then as we're lifting the leg, we're just drawing the hand downwards towards the leg. They don't have to touch, okay? And also it's just destabilizing the body slightly here with the arm. Breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out to press, breathing in, draw back. And again, breathing out to press and back. Again, engaging with the core and back. Let's have two more there. Breathe out, lift and lower. One more up and release. Okay, pop the weight down and let's come all the way back up onto your knees. Okay, so we're going to be aware that we've worked one side of the body. Now, coming up into preparation of camel. So breathing and raising one arm, breathing out, open it back, following that hand back and down. And then swapping over. Deep breath in, breathing out, let's open it all the way back, following the hand again. Deep breath in, breathing out. Let's open it back, following the hand back. Again, deep breath in, open the shoulder, releasing it backwards slightly. Okay, so please feel free to carry on and do a few more of those. If you'd like to, let's reach around this time and take a hold of your elbows. Offering your chest up towards the ceiling, maybe looking up or looking back. Maybe reaching for the back of your legs or reaching for your heels. Nice deep breath here. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then engaging with your core, coming all the way back on up. Alright, sliding your hands forwards here, curling with your toes. And let's send the hips back and away. Then raising your right leg high, bend the knee a little, pointing your toe back. And then let's draw the two legs together and come on forwards into a single leg plank, looking slightly beyond your fingers. And then bring the body all the way back. Leg coming high to that three-legged down dog. And then draw your right knee towards your right elbow. And then bringing through your right foot towards your left hand. And raising your left arm up into fallen triangle. And then bring your hand all the way back down. And let's bring through your right knee towards your right wrist. Sliding the back leg away. And maybe for our first couple of breaths, just lower one hand on top of the other. And just scoot back in the back leg so it's not going outwards too much. In preparation of pigeon posture. And either stay there today, if you're enjoying that stretch, or bending up the back knee, reaching around for your ankle, your foot, and then rebalancing the body, so you've got the quad stretch. Okay, and then letting go of the leg. If you're down still, let's just come on up. And I'm going to swing round the left leg towards the front. Now I'm bringing the weights in again. And I'm going to work into bow and arrow on a half roll back. So the weights are going to come out in front of the body and hold forwards. And I'm going to draw one elbow backwards. I'm going to draw back, look back towards the elbow, and then come back up. Okay, and then the other side. Breathing out, half rolling back, breathing in to come back up. So breathing out to roll back, breathing in to draw up. Breathing out, really open the armpit, breathing in and back. Breathing out to roll back, breathing in to draw back up. Breathing out, elbow drawing back, breathing in to draw up. Again, breathing out, roll back, breathing in to draw forwards. Breathing out, roll back, breathing in and forwards. Breathing out, draw back, breathing in forwards. Breathing out, draw back, breathing in forwards. Couple more. Breathing out and in. And again, breathing out and in. And just placing those weights back down again. Okay, now we're going to straighten out with your left leg and draw your right foot in towards the inside of your leg. And just scoot across a little bit so that your right knee will be on your mat. Now, two positions going together here, working across for a lower back stretch. Then we're going to reach backwards for the stargazer. So as you reach your right arm across, reach over for the knee, the shin or the ankle or the foot. And just take a couple of breaths there in that fold forwards. Then we're going to draw the body back on up. Take the hand behind you, facing away. Push your down into your toes, up onto your knee, and let's open it back. And then coming back on down. Let's take that long stretch over for the lower back. And then let's bring the hand back on out. Fingers pointing away. Lifting the left arm, lifting the hips and looking back. And then come back down. Let's do that one more time. Reaching it over and away. And then come back on out. Hand down to the floor, point the toes. Little lift of the hips, little opening of the front body. And drawing all the way back and down. Okay, and if we cross the legs, I'm going to move over onto the knees and either lightly hop back or step back. Coming all the way back off into your plank. And send your hips back up towards the ceiling. And now let's step through with your right foot. And let your left knee follow halfway down. Coming up to a high kneel, so we're going to take a little twist in here. Right arm, left arm, coming up, deep breath in. As you breathe out, elbow across, and either keep your hands in prayer today, or move your hand over towards the ground, and leaning forwards. And either stay, or lift your back knee up, and maybe bringing back over your right arm, and looking up towards your hand. And then releasing your arm, releasing your left hand. And let's lightly step up with both feet to the top of your mat. Deep fold. And breathing in as you unroll through your spine. Breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, diving your body on forwards. Breathing in, right leg stepping back. Place your heel down upon the floor. Brace your front knee and leg as you come up into preparation of Warrior One. Flex back the shoulders a little. Breathing in, turning your palms. Breathing out, raising your arms. Either look between your hands or look up towards your thumbs. Strong deep breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then gently let's open it out into Warrior Two. Coming a little bit deeper, tucking tailbone under, again, awareness of what the other side of your body is doing, so checking out your right arm, front knee opening up, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, and then let's push back into the heels, straightening the front leg, reaching backwards into reverse warrior, getting that stretch all the way up and along the side body. And then plant your foot back down, clasp your fingers to the back body, coming into humble warrior, tucking the head down, looking over and checking out the back foot. Feel that stretch coming around the inner thigh, getting very top of your hamstrings. And then let's release out your hands, take them to the floor. Turn your back knee, lay it down upon the floor, and just open your front foot. And just let's ease down upon the inside of the leg. Take some deep breaths there. Again, as with the other side, you can either stay or you can move it up a little bit, take the foot onto its edge, take the left hand beneath and go maybe a little deeper. And then drawing back on up, walking that foot out a little, coming up through the middle, and then let's get ready to raise the arms for your crescent moon. Either looking between your hands or looking up towards your thumbs, maybe sending the arms back a little. And coming all the way back down, moving back upon that back knee, dig the heel in, extend the tailbone away, shoulders drawn back a little. And now, as well as the calf and hamstring, let's lengthen away through your ankle, through your toes towards the floor, and then drawing back. Again, let's stretch away through the toes and the foot, and drawing back. And one more time, stretching it down and away, and then drawing all the way back. And then rounding up through your back. Pop the knees in underneath you. I'm going to come around to the other side of your body. So elegantly lowering your body down. So you've got the elbow beneath your shoulder. We've got the weight, okay, ready to use. We're going to lift maybe up so the hips are away from the ground, but you can leave your hip down. And then we're getting ready to raise the leg up and lower down. So we've just got the arm coming downwards towards the leg and back. Breathing out to lift, into lower. Hopefully you can feel your core connection here and lower. A little bit of hip work coming up. Breathing out, lift, into lower. Breathing out to press, into lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. And again, pressing up and lower. Last couple. Breathing out, lift and lower. And again, press to lift and lower. Lower yourself carefully down, pop that weight down, and then come back round onto your knees. So coming into preparation of camel, curling your toes up a little this time. And then as we raise the left arm, reaching back with your right hand towards your right heel, have a little look backwards, and then change sides. Deep breath in, breathing out to reach back, and breathing in, come back up. Again, breathing out, reaching back. Breathing in to come back up. Again, breathing out, reaching back. And either do another couple like that, or let's open the shoulders. Either take a hold of your elbows, or just offering the chest up now. Maybe reaching for the back of your legs. Opening up the front body, head going back if you can. And then engaging with your core, come slowly all the way back on up. Sliding your hands ahead, curling with your toes, and then sending your hips back and away. Let's take the left leg nice and high, bend the knee a little bit more hip opening. And then bring the two legs to snap together and coming forwards into a single leg plank, looking slightly ahead. And then raising back up pushing away through the toes. And draw your left knee towards your left elbow. And then the left foot towards your right hand. And raising your right arm up. And then bring your hand down to the floor. Left knee coming to left wrist. Sliding the back leg away. And we might just want to go down there for a couple of breaths. And then either stay or come back on up and bend up the back leg. And getting the shoulders back on a level if we can. And then letting go of that leg. Bring your leg all the way back round. And let's have both legs out in front. Okay, now this time around, we're going to work into rolling backwards. So you can take the weight along with you if you like, okay, just to load the body up a little bit. So I'm just going to hold the weight out in front of the body and drop the shoulders down. Taking a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just carefully taking your body back, maybe to halfway, maybe to the ground. Breathing in, then breathing out as you come back on up, nice and lightly, listening to your body. Take a deep breath in. As you go back, notice how well your back wants to move today. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core, coming all the way back on up. Again, deep breath in, breathing out to slowly lower the body carefully back down. Breathing in, and then breathing out at your bottom point. And drawing the body carefully back on up. Breathing in, breathing out. Engage the core. Breathing in and breathing out. Engaging the core as we draw all the way back on up. Again, deep breath in, breathing out. Lowering the body carefully back. Breathing in and breathing out. Imprint, peel the body all the way back up. One more time, deep breath in, breathing out, slowly making your way back. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Imprint the spine and peel the body all the way back up. And just popping down the weight. Shifting yourself across to the far side of your mat, and then bringing in your left leg. So if we can reach across with the left arm, all the way over, hold there for a breath or so. And then let's bring that arm all the way back, fingers pointing away, lift up onto the knee, opening the body back, looking backwards. And bring the body all the way back on down. Let's again reach across with your left arm to your right leg. And now let's bring that arm all the way back, fingers pointing away from you, lift up onto the knee and the foot, reaching your arm back. And coming all the way back on down. One more time, let's take that big long stretch across. And now bring your arm back out, reaching backwards, lifting up, opening back. And coming all the way back on down. Okay, so crossing your legs, and again, either coming over onto your knees or a light hop back. And then press back off into downward facing dog. And let's step through with your left knee, left foot even, and let's drop down with your right knee, coming up to a high kneel. Deep breath in, raising right arm, and as you breathe out, elbow coming across to the far side of your knee. So either hand staying in prayer, or if the hand will go down to the floor, moving it across. Then perhaps leaning forwards, lifting up the back knee, and then perhaps reaching your left arm up and over. And then releasing that arm forwards, releasing out your right arm, and then lightly stepping the right foot up to the left, and taking a fold. Let's breathe in as we roll through your spine. And breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Okay, coming through a couple of balances here. So securing your positioning through your body, spreading out your toes, rolling open your shoulders, fixing your gaze point. Let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out. So today working through your tree posture, then coming into eagle, and then coming back into dancer. So if we can pick up the right foot, place it towards the inside of your left leg. Hands in your heart, and slowly making way upwards through the midline of your body. Right hand back behind the left. And now let's just gently get ready to lower your arms to open. And gently slide your right leg around into eagle. As you bring your left arm across, bring your right arm beneath and wrap your arms. And then gently start to round the back and draw the elbow towards your knee. And then gently opening out, reaching forwards with your left arm, reaching round for your right foot, and then gently pressing your hand and your foot away together and extending a little. And then gently bring them down, your hand and arm, leg, and let's relax again. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Again, regroup, reconnect with the core. Let's start to float the left leg up, either above or below your knee. And then slowly making way up through the midline of your body. Left hand coming back behind the right. Just working into intertwining. Shoulder girdle release. And then bending the knee a little and releasing, taking your arms down, releasing your left leg to wrap around your right, bringing across your right arm, left arm to wrap beneath. And then gently drawing your body to round forwards. Untangling, reaching your right arm forwards, taking a hold of your left foot. And then gently pressing your hand and your foot away together. And then slowly drawing back down, placing your foot down. Okay, let's have the heels together, bring the shoulders open and back. A little bit of balance up into your toes. Take a deep breath in And as you breathe out, slowly taking your body down. Okay, so either staying or remaining in balance, if you would prefer. If you would like to try out onto your crow, taking your hands down to the floor. And either gripping your knees around the outside of your arms, or placing them beneath your armpits. Okay, so seeing where you want to see and try out on that balance today. Just be careful, okay, looking beyond your fingers, taking some nice steady breaths, gripping the ground with your fingertips. And then when you're ready, come all the way back on down. Okay, I'm just going to take the legs about as wide as your mat, and I'm going to finish off with a little rotational seated posture, Pilates. So I'm going to bring in your weight again, and you can either have one hand on top of the other, or you can hold that weight in front of you. And as we turn, breathing out, engaging with your core, and then breathing in to come back. Breathing out, engaging with your core. Try and turn from your core and your back strength. Breathing in to come back. And again, breathing out as we turn. Breathing in. Just trying to really turn from the center of your chest. Breathing out. Breathing in. I'm going to add on a little bow over the leg. Breathing in to turn. Then breathing out, taking a little bow over your leg. Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out, engage the core to the middle. Breathing in, we turn. Breathing out, bowing over the leg. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, engaging the core. Now you can either do again like as we were doing. If you want to take more of a challenge, we can take the arms above your head. And we're breathing in to turn, then breathing out, bowing over your leg. Breathing in as you come all the way back up. And then breathing out, engage the core, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to bow over the leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, engaging the core. Last set. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to take a little bow over the leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out and engaging the core. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, taking a little bow over the leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engage your core to the middle, and then letting your arms all the way back on down. Good job. Okay, so coming into a little seated twist. So if you'd like to take your right leg over your left, maybe tuck the left beneath, but you can keep it straight. Drawing your left arm in towards your right knee, sitting the body up lovely and tall, looking right up over your shoulder. And then either maybe a half prayer, or if you'd like to reach beneath the knee and find the fingers. And then gently release, and we change sides. Taking your left leg over your right, and then maybe right leg to wrap up underneath, right arm coming in, hugging the knee and looking over the shoulder. gently come all the way back on out. And again, find a seated position of your choice. And I'm just going to use the fingertips into the floor today. So I'm going to push down quite firmly with the fingers on one side and drape your hand over your head, shutting your eyes. Just let the weight of your hand gently provide that stretch along the side of your neck. And then walk your fingers to the back corner of your head. Again, just gently encourage the head across and over. And coming all the way back on up. Fingertips down to the floor. Let's drape your hand over the top. Deep breath in and out. Just letting the head gently be encouraged across. And then walking your fingers to the back corner of your head and gently draw across slightly. And then coming all the way back up again. Alright, let's bring those arms now to reach around, stretch across the upper back. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, opening it back and wide. And again, let's reach the arms ahead of you. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out to open back and wide. One more time, reaching ahead. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Alright, we are all finished for today. Well done, well done.